Well, Jack, there was no chance you weren't coming back, was there, to play with Leeds United in the Premier League?
No, not really. I think obviously the last 2 years being here, it was a great opportunity to come back to a great club where I've been settled the last 2 years as well, and obviously playing in the Premier League has always been a dream of mine, and so to be doing that with Leeds is an amazing opportunity, and I'm looking forward to it.
So was this your only realistic option, really, was to come here and play again?
Yeah, it just made sense with everything going on. Obviously it's a great club to be a part of, and I've developed a lot the last 2 years as well, and I've learnt a lot working under Marcelo and with these great group of lads as well. So yeah, it's been good. It just made sense. It was just kind of the next piece of the puzzle, really.
You mentioned about the development. You know, in your young career so far, you've played with some amazing players, worked with some great coaches, but the last 2 years in particular, how far do you think your game has evolved?
Yeah, I think it's become more well-rounded. I think there's a lot of things, like a lot of aspects of football that a lot of people don't realise, and I know I certainly didn't realise until I came back to England and started realising these different pressures and the mental aspect and these challenges that you can get mentally through the game, and just kind of working through that along with the amount of detail and working with Marcelo and different ways I can improve my game as well has been, you know, crucial to my development, really, and I've been grateful for that opportunity, and yeah, happy to be back again doing it at, you know, one of the highest levels in the world next year as well, so I'm looking forward to it.
There's a lot of things you mentioned there, it's detail, it's working hard, it's all that, those kind of elements, but what would you say is the one biggest thing you've taken from working under Marcelo?
There's a lot of things, really. I mean, I know he emphasises a lot on the analysis side of the game, and particularly working on that and looking at different runs you can make in a game and different ways you can improve your performances week by week. I mean, we sit down with him for about 10 minutes the night before every game, and kind of go over things you did well in the last game, things you didn't do well, and he, you know, says you should have done this, should have done that, and yeah, I think that just looking at that video piece of my own performances, I used to do it before, but not in as much depth with Marcelo, and I think that has been sort of really eye-opening experience for me, and just learning about that side of the game and different ways to improve myself.
It's a lovely, lovely ball, and Harrison is almost in here. Harrison is in here, gets a ball in! Yes! And Jack Harrison has surely racked up a massive win for Leeds United.
I suppose you, like everyone else at Leeds, all the other players, you're working towards this point, isn't it? You will all consider yourself Premier League players, but it's getting that opportunity, isn't it? Yeah,
definitely. I think, you know, as a group of lads, we've all been working so hard to get to this point where we are now. You know, even my first year on loan, playing there, we had disappointing end to the year, and you can see how much it means to not only the team but to the coaching staff, to everybody at the club, and the fans especially. You know, you can see how much it means to them, and that was something that really jumped out at me, was how much it meant to everyone and how passionate everyone was to get back to the Premier League. And obviously now that we've achieved that goal, now we have to set ourselves new goals and trying to find other ways to make everybody at the club happy as well.
I know there's only a few weeks to go before the new season, but you must go into it very confident with how you've coped with the Championship, how well you've done this season.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, you can look back at how we prepare for not only every game but every pre-season, getting ready for the season as well. With Marcelo, I think a lot of the lads would agree that you'll be in the best shape of your life and you know, prepared to play any game, and with the amount of analysis we do on top of your fitness, it sets you up for success, really. It's just up to us now to take those opportunities and make the most of it.
What's the number one thing you're looking forward to more than anything?
I think just playing in the Premier League as a whole, it hasn't really hit me yet, but I think once you see the fixtures and you start walking out against, you know, these top teams around the world, I think then it'll sink in, and I think that's what I'm looking forward to most, is just actually playing in the Premier League. I've worked all my life to get to this point now, and I think I just have to try and make the most of it, enjoy it, but also work hard and do everything I can to set new goals and hopefully achieve them as well this next year.
Because you've obviously all rightly been sort of celebrating, you've had that moment, and you talk about not sinking in yet. At what point do you think that will it be when the fixtures come out? Is that the moment?
I think so, yeah. I think I can't quite pinpoint a specific time when it will sink in, but a lot of people have said to me before that when you see the fixtures, then it'll sink in. So no, I'm looking forward to it. Whether it sinks in or not, I'm obviously looking forward to it.